Hi, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another tarot reading, and this time around we are doing the who is your future spouse holistic approach. So we had those series of variations on this topic where we kind of explored from the standpoint of how your in-laws will accept you, how will your future spouse treat you, etc., etc. So this is a holistic one. Who are they? Everything that comes up. Yeah, that would be it. So we will have 3 piles this time around. So we have asking, journeying, and people. So pick one of these and we shall see. Asking, journeying, and people. So let's start with this asking for those of you who chose that. Who is your future spouse? Who is your future spouse? Who is your future spouse? So pile 1, your future spouse is somebody who will have this great ability to control their emotions. So this is the type of a person. They can be either like a yogi, a spiritual person, somebody who has really done some intense practices, but without telling anything to anyone. So this can be somebody secretly very spiritual, secretly very occult in their tendencies, secretly. And for the other portion of you, it will be just that they have the psychology knowledge, so they can be like, I'm hearing psychologist, holistic psychologist, trauma healer, somebody who just has a lot of knowledge about how to deal with the finesse of human mind and processes. So this one is really interesting. I'm getting that there's something stoic when it comes to this person. So there is something about them that's quite old school and traditional, you know. And for those of you who are kind of fond of old-fashioned type of romance, this person will be very suitable for you, is what I'm sensing. So this person can have a little bit of grumpy look to their face, or kind of like slightly frustrated or something. So, but I'm getting that it's kind of part of their appeal, if that makes sense. We do have this 9 of Swords. This is somebody who will help you heal anxieties that you had on a deeply rooted level, if that makes sense. So this especially applies for those of you who kind of really suffered from anxiety or panic attacks, things like that. And this person will really teach you how to subdue those emotions and just be able to talk it through with you. And all of us have had some type of anxiety, so it can be relational, it can be existential, however it is. So yeah, but what I'm sensing strongly, they will kind of denote a cathartic period in your life for the better, if that makes sense. So let me just see. I'm almost getting, for some of you, this is the type of a connection who, which will be established, but it kind of won't work out first time around. So if you have one specific ex, one specific past person whom you never managed to actually forget and to kind of to kind of leave behind, if that makes sense. And if you have this sense of missed opportunity with this person, this is somebody who could be very much that person. They could be Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, because we do have strong those placements, or Cancer as well. So, but I'm getting that both you and this person will completely change and transform and revitalize each other's personalities for some reason, because I'm almost getting that both of you will somehow change each other's identities. So let's say you were a devoted meat eater. After this person comes into your life, you will become vegetarian, vegan, whatever it is. So both of you will change your identities on multiple levels, is what I'm sensing strongly. So I'm almost getting that this is connection that's really meant to work out second time around for some reason. Because second time around, one of you, it can very much be your person, will be very dedicated to kind of compensate to you for all the pain that they have caused, perhaps. Because I'm getting for a lot of you, this person will only later realize how much of a damage they caused in this connection. And if this isn't the case of a past person that you have in mind, they will kind of, their acts, their way of behavior, their mannerisms, the way they will speak to you, will just kind of make you forget all your past issues in your past relationships and connections. So it's that type of a vibe. You do have this King of Cups. This can be somebody of foreign culture, foreign nationality, different race from you, for a lot of you, different ethnicity. And I'm getting that you guys will learn a lot about each other's customs, and yeah, I'm almost getting the exchange of religious plus practical, street smart type of knowledge, if that makes sense. So this is something that's coming up strongly with them. Due to their personal touch, you will become more brilliant, and due to your way of thinking, they will become more shrewd, and in a way, both of you will easily attain and retain different intellectual concepts, which will somehow make you elevate your life, is what I'm sensing for this one. You do have Sagittarius in 7th house. There will be something unconventional to your union with this person, so it won't be your usual traditional type of a relationship. So let's say, for example, you guys are boyfriend and the girlfriend, or, you know, spouses. However, you decide to live separately or something. There will be an element where people may find it eccentric about how you guys go about your life. Hey, but if you like the small report, give it a small like so that it reaches more people. Yeah, and with the Mars in the 11th house, both of you will have unique ways of kind of making the other more ambitious in establishing financial abundance. So it will be due to your mutual impact on each other that you guys will enhance your earnings, is what I'm sensing strongly correlated to this one. With the Saturn in the 4th house, there is this vibe that one of you will have misfortunate circumstances at your home. For example, God forbid if this is happening to anybody, but like abusive family member or narcissistic or whatever it is, and then your person decides to leave their home to come and live with you. So, because usually Saturn 4th house people do decide to leave their home due to lack of comfort and happiness inside of their home. So this is something that's coming up strongly. Then with Mars in Cancer, your person will be very adept adept at cooking. So they will always prepare you the most amazing meals, is what I'm sensing. With the North Node in 7th house, I have to say, before you guys come into a union, both of you will kind of be amazing flirts and will be able to charm almost anybody and to get almost anything that you want due to your natural charisma and sex appeal, is what I'm sensing. However, once you do end up in a marriage, both of you will find ways to kind of subdue a little bit your natural charms, which doesn't mean that you still won't be, you know, popular with people and things like that. But we do have King of Swords and Queen of Swords, so intellectual debates, intellectual understanding and perception between you guys will be especially strong. I'm also getting for some of you like your intellectual pursuits may drive you to travel to visit various seminars or various places that can aid your knowledge in some type of way. So you will have learning related travels, because both of you will be either like voracious readers or just somebody who basically spends free time in a way where you learn and adopt new concepts. So this is really beautiful. And then with this King of Cups, there will be something very protective about this person's, how do I say, about how they treat you, especially for those of you for whom they return after a failed attempt to make a relationship go or succeed. So they will treat you with utmost patience, utmost tolerance, and utmost regard in a way. So this is something that's coming up really strong for this one. And then we do have this South Node in Cancer placement. So I'm getting South Node in Cancer. For me correlates with the fact, for a lot of you, this is your mother or father figure from your past lives. You know how we meet people through different incarnations. So it's almost like one of you will be motherly or fatherly toward the other. But like in the best sense, there will be something very either nurturing or providing. So curious and interesting pile. Yeah, and we even have mother-father issues here correlated to this pile. So one of you will be able to kind of heal either absence of one parent or neglect, something like that. Especially those of you who dealt with narcissistic parents. And your spouse will always and at all times make sure to read a lot. So this is somebody who regularly reads a book a week, you know. So they really do strive to retain their intellectual sharpness. Even in their 90s, this person would obsessively read. So they will always do small, cute gestures for you, like preparing you bubble baths or something. So, yeah, but I'm gonna end it here for the first pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this small report. If you did, see you in the next one. Bye-bye. So for those who chose this journey, let's see about your future spouse. Your future spouse. Who is your future spouse? Pile number 2. So pile 2. I have to say already there's some spice with this one. Okay, for some of you, your future spouse may be bisexual, won't be for all, of course. But this pile is slightly, they will be slightly edgy, if that makes sense. So you have yourself an alpha man or a woman. We have this King of Wands. This is somebody who suffers no fools, you know. They know what they want, they know how to get it, they are very assertive, very daring. There's a side of them that you never know what they will do the next. In that sense, they may be slightly daredevil, if that makes sense. So, but I'm not getting that this is, I have to say this person has broken a few hearts down the line, you know. With this Ten of Swords, there is an element to them, but I'm not getting that this is a bad person or anything like that. However, this is basically what most feminine majorly energies want, but people in general, this is a good man with an edge, if that makes sense. So they know how to make people fun, they know how to hedonize. This person, the sexy times will be amazing with them. Three of Cups, Tower. For some of you, they may suggest some really eccentric sexual rendezvous. So this person may be up for a little bit of voyeurism. I don't know why this is coming up. They may be kind of turned on by the occasions which are like semi-public, if that makes sense. So like you guys doing it somewhere behind the bush or something. This person will have one specific trait with the Nine of Cups, which is some of their personal hedonism. So, for example, somebody smokes too much, somebody drinks alcohol, somebody is a gambler, but whatever it is, they will do this to an excess, but it will be somehow positive for them. Let's say they have the tendency to form risky businesses, so they will be the type who will invest in some type of a business. And you know, everybody is skeptic, nobody believes, and next thing you see 3 years after he's a wealthy man or a wealthy woman. So he or she will have a really strong sense of when and where to take some type of risk, how to moderate it. So I'm getting they will kind of take the type of risks that will make their life better compared to their peers, if that makes sense. So they will reach their financial stability earlier. They will also additionally be an entrepreneur with this one. They will elevate your confidence. They will always show you off. They may be the type to ask you to, you know, wear that fancy dress, that fancy suit, because their friends are coming over and they want you to look foxy, you know. But for this person, please make sure you have a good self-care, because, you know, haircuts, exercise, always make sure that your outfits are taken care of and that you look presentable, because this one does have an interest to that. So I wouldn't say that they are vain, but there is, how do I say, shallow layer to their personality that they need to be satisfied in order to be with somebody. However, they will, as I said, be your hype man. They will pump your ego. They will always brag about your accomplishments. For a lot of you, this person will dump somebody in order to be with you. This is coming strongly, and this somebody will be very disappointed because we have 9 of Cups reversed, 10 of Swords. So it's almost like, doesn't have to be relationship, it can be like, you know, crush that has chased them for 5 years or something like that type of situationship. So you getting with this person will create a little bit of drama, a little bit of conflict. But I mean, for you guys it will be amazing, but it's just for somebody else they will be very sad by this event, is what I'm sensing. So this person will have some surprising constatations or statements, or I don't know, they just wake up one day and they want to start a new business, or they wake up one day and they are convinced that they have to live somewhere where there's more nature. So you will have those instances from them where they will kind of shock you slightly, but it will generally be the positive type of shock. So I'm getting that they will love to spend time with your friends, and they will always take care, you know, the both of you guys spend time with each other's friends. So this is coming, something that's coming strongly. Hey, but if you like this small report, give it a small like so that it reaches more people. We have this treasure here, and he's guarding it. This is Tower, and this is 3 of Cups, denoting friends, situations, and your friends in general. For me, what I'm sensing from this one, this person will somehow elevate the lives of your friends. So let's say when they come into your life, you guys have coffees with your friends. All of a sudden, they will make your friends start new businesses. They will make your friends exercise more. It's all due to some type of strong Kundalini power, which makes them very persuasive type of a personality. So it's almost like their word will be kind of law for the others. But I'm mostly getting like positive dominance from this one. Let me see. You do have Saturn in the 2nd house. I would say if you have some fixed assets or savings account, it would be good to separate them from this person, because they can be like impulsive spendthrifts, having spendthrift tendencies, but like it's mostly for the good, like they invest in something or something. But you want to make sure that, you know, not to be, at least not always, a part of their risky business endeavors or whatever it is. With the Mars in Virgo, this is somebody who, they may have a little bit of hypochondria to them. They regularly go for their doctor checkups and whatnot. So I'm especially getting this because they saw somebody in their family like die from cancer early on or something, or like earlier than predicted. So we do have Mercury in the 3rd house, so this is somebody who is very versatile communicator, and they have this perfect capability of being the devil's advocate. Okay, this pile is really strong, and how do I say, the charms are strong in this one, but as I said, there is an edge to them. So I do have the Taurus in the 8th house. This person will make your life much more interesting. So if you were the type who is like, you know, couch potato, you prefer to live the boring life, when this one comes in your life, you will all of a sudden travel, be starting new hobbies, meeting new people. So there is an element of that, is what I'm sensing. With Jupiter in Cancer, this will be a wealthy man or a woman, so they won't be needful when it comes to your money, if that makes sense. So you can be looking forward for some type of security from that aspect, you know. For a lot of you, this person will somehow inspire you to change or end one aspect of your profession and to completely change your identity when it comes to that, is what I'm sensing. So let's say, for example, you were school professor. All of a sudden, when they come into your life, you will want to start, I don't know, be a fitness trainer or something. This is just an example. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna end it here for the second one. I hope you guys enjoyed this small report. If you did, give it a little like. See you in the next one. Bye bye. For those of you who chose these people, let's see about your future spouse. This person is going to have Page of Pentacles reversed, an eccentric beauty and eccentric profession. So this is somebody who will abandon entire one aspect of their lives in order to pursue completely different. I think it was, read that song if you can, like The Path Less Traveled By. I believe it was by Robert Frost. So a person is saying like, two roads diverged in the middle of the road and I chose the path less traveled by, and that has changed every night and day. So this is the type of person. They will have unusual interests from the earliest in their lives, so they will kind of be beating to their own drum a little bit. They have strong Aquarian energy. We have also Scorpio indicated. This relationship will start in a way where one of you will kind of slightly breadcrumb the other or something, but I'm getting like it's a necessary karmic debt repayment. So I'm getting that you guys will have one like episode of karmic nature where you will have to learn some lessons, and that portion of you guys' dynamic may be somewhat, well, not completely satisfying for you guys, but I'm getting when it does finish, and it will, with this Eight of Cups, this is somebody who will create an empire with you. This is somebody who will be your power couple match. So you guys may very well start business together. We have Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. So This is somebody who is quite a ferocious type of a personality. However, with you they will be meek as lamb, if that makes sense, with this 5 of Wands reversed and 3 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Cups reversed. So for some of you, they will have this level of putting you up on the pedestal, but it's like their friends could be, you know, teasing them, telling them that they are a simp type of a personality or something like that. Or if they are a guy like beta, because they want to make sure that you feel good. But I'm seeing that this is not the case. This is just very down-to-earth type of a person, and they know how to make people comfortable in their skin, comfortable in the 3D pleasures, in wine and dine and senses, and you know, and how to indulge in themselves and in the others. So it's really intriguing pile for me, but I'm getting that their appearance will be somewhat exotic for the area from where they are from, if that makes sense. So there will be something very intense when this person communicates. We have Mercury in Scorpio, so for me this indicates somebody who they are kind of intimidating slightly for the others when they speak. Because Scorpio is ruled by Mars and also South Node traditionally, so there's a general quality to their speech is where I'm sensing, but I'm getting like, it's almost like due to something in their voice, a lot of people get turned on. So we do have Taurus in the 8th house. This person will have beautiful backside. I'm getting there, if they are a guy, more so like upper back area, and if they are feminines, more on the booty. They will be very gifted, if that makes sense. So, and even if they are a guy, they will have quite a solid package, you know. Stupid of me to mention it, but it's coming up from the placements. So with Jupiter in the Cancer, this is somebody who will have a very specific connection to their mother, you know. Mother in this lifetime plays the most amazing role, and it's mostly for the good, you know. There can be some type of codependency, and this doesn't have to be like solely mother. It can be like mother figures, aunts, things like that, people like that. So it's really interesting. Hey, but if you like this small report, give it a small like so that it reaches more people. But this is somebody who, let's say if they are the ones who won't be overly giving in one stage, when that karmic episode ends, they will become overgivers toward you, if that makes sense. So they will want to spoil you, they will want to show you. It's almost like this person has two personalities. Even with this Mercury in 3rd house, somebody can kind of express themselves in a double way. So this is something that's coming up. So as I said, they may compensate you for some type of breadcrumbing by becoming an overgiver. With the 6 of Pentacles reversed, I'm getting for a lot of you that your spouse, your future spouse, will be the benefactor of many humanitarian societies. So I'm getting especially humanitarian organizations, excuse me, especially those correlated with children, especially children who are neglected or correlated to the education of children in somehow, education or guidance counseling toward children in some type of way. So this is something amazing. But this is somebody who is very realistic. They are just so much down to earth. This isn't somebody who expects the perfection from you. They can have strong Saturn placements correlated to first house, seventh house, or their big tree. So this person kind of is aware of the reality of life and of the reality of a connection. So they kind of won't sweat small things, if that makes sense, with this Seven of Cups reverse. Their head isn't in the sky, and they're giving me strong King of Pentacles vibes, although we don't have it here. So if they are a man, they will be man's man, and if they are a woman, they will be traditional type of a woman. So they will have phases where they will like to wear buns, is what I'm sensing. So if they are a guy, they can have slightly longer hair and a small bun or something. They will be very expert at financial management, so this person will know perfectly, and they will also, I'm hearing, always be able to catch the good deals in the shops. So it's almost like due to their ability to catch good deals in the markets and things like that, you guys would be able to make it even if you were poor. Oh, for some of you, this person will come into your life after a connection where you felt breadcrumbed, or like person is kind of neglecting you or isn't appreciating you. So it's interesting, but they will be very unbiased. This is something that's coming strongly. They will always be able to give the most objective opinion. So even if it's not for their benefit, you know, they will always say things the way they are, you know. So very intellectually removed type of a person, and you will appreciate with the Page of Pentacles that they aren't a flirt. So let's say, for example, if you are a straight woman and you are inquiring about your future husband, so he will be the type who will, I don't know, the most beautiful woman can pass his side. Angelina Jolie can, you know, come into his, well, basically what I was saying, my thought process slightly scattered. Mercury is retrograding heavily. Yeah, so even a model can come and he will be basically oblivious to her. And you will be amazed about how this happens. You will be almost like, even I see how good looking she is, or how well proportionate she is, or well built, and you don't even look that way. So it's almost like they will have an element of positive distraction to them. So you will never have jealousy issues with this person. Yeah, for a lot of you, this connection will come almost like to heal you after one failed relationship, and after one relationship that looked really promising with the Page of Pentacles. However, it never managed to live up to its standards, is what I'm sensing. So if you are interested in men, they will have a beard, slightly longer beard, like this older man on the pic, slightly Turkish looking. See how charismatic he looks. So I am getting that other suitors will notice them very much so, and there will also be something about their dress sense that will really make them stand out. So they will be very well dressed. Something doesn't have to be that they wear like, you know, labeled clothes or whatever, Versace, but there's an element, they will have a little bit of obsession with clothes. It can be more in the sense of colors, patterns. If they see a combination of colors they like, they have to have it, you know, no matter how much it costs or whatever. So even if this is a guy, you will be like, oh my god, I have, I don't know, 5 t-shirts, he has 15 or whatever it is. So this is something that they brought from their home, is what I'm sensing from where they are coming from. So, and making this person jealous won't be successful, so I wouldn't advise that to anybody, but it's really interesting. With the Mercury in Scorpio, this person will have a lot of knowledge about esoteric matters, so I'm getting that they won't have strong personal interest, but somehow, some way they got a lot of knowledge. For example, their sister likes tarot, or I don't know, there's somebody in family who practices metaphysics, so there's that to them. Yeah, but they will have a workaholic elements to them. But I'm getting that you guys will be able to combine it, especially for those of them who do some type of remote job, which I do have indication for. You guys will have this unique capability of, you know, you working on your couch, they working on their couch and laptop, and just quietly and subtly enjoying each other. So there will be an element of them being able to share your work, and it's almost like you will be their biggest ally when it comes to their business. You will always advise them and guide them, and they will help you make your life more efficient, organized. They can be somewhat like that productivity gurus on YouTube, so they will know a lot about productivity and how to do things in a more efficient way. So yes, and as I said, they will make you want to live a more organized, more efficient type of life. So this is creature of routine, but in a positive way. So this is something that's coming strongly. So let me just see. They can be quite loud, so their voice will be pretty secure and strong, you know. So this is something that will be kind of obvious slightly about him or her. They'll have beautiful chest. If they are a woman, they will have abundant boobs, and you know, if they are a guy, they will have just more beautifully built chest. I'm not getting like bodybuilding vibes or anything like that from them, but still they will have like beautiful constitution, like from some type of sport, like football players that have. So, and they will give you somehow a lot of freedom. This is coming up repeatedly now through the reading. This somebody, they can have a lot of air energy, so you will never feel engulfed or stifled with them. Let me see. Are we gonna end it here, or... Yeah, I think that we are done with the third pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this small report. If you did, you know the procedure. See you in the next one. Bye bye.